I have 2 points to make today, but whenever you encounter these professional trolls or purposeful contrarians that pop up in the comment section and tell you there's no secret societies that are trying to control the world, there's no secret societies that control the political process in the United States, there's no secret societies that are setting these secretive agendas, whatever, what have you, you can always hit them with this example. And it's to me, it's the end-all argument. But if you have an impoverished neighborhood where, let's say, the median income is 25 grand, in other words, a poor region, a ghetto, if you will, if people within this area can organize themselves into a gang, and they have secretive handshakes, they have secret hand signs, they have symbols that designates their area of operation, such as graffiti. They usually control the black market of the region. When you have this that exists, what the hell do you think billionaires do? Seriously? Yeah, argument's over. Another thing I wanted to talk about, it's pretty damned annoying, but YouTube for a while has been putting Encyclopedia Britannica definitions on any videos talking about controversial topics, any so-called conspiratorial themes, or maybe anything that strays outside the mainstream narrative. Suddenly they get an Encyclopedia Britannica definition, because God forbid you start to think for yourself. But it dawned on me today that you can consider this a warning from YouTube. They're basically telling you your channel is under observation. Case in point, that happened to my channel, and it was literally an 11-second joke upload that I made about, let's call them air trails in the sky, those crisscross patterns that supposedly don't exist, but suddenly the scientists tell us they do exist, but they're benevolent and they're good for us. Whatever. The point is, I received one of those Encyclopedia Britannica definitions on my video. It went away, oddly, but shortly thereafter, I received a strike on one of my uploads. And I've spoken about this before, but it was a ridiculous reason as to why I received this strike. So, yeah, if you suddenly see any of these Britannica definitions populate any of your uploads, you can consider it a warning that your channel's under observation. At least that's my theory. Another thing about this is learn to play the game. And it's all a game. It's a war of attrition. Title your uploads differently. You know, use euphemisms. Pretty much your subs understand that if you talk about these so-called controversial topics, I think they will totally get your euphemism. They will totally understand why you're doing this. It doesn't make you a shill. It doesn't make you a sellout. It means you're smart. It means you're adapting to the game. You know, there's a lot of so-called truthers that think that it's a badge of honor that their channel gets shut down and they constantly have to reinvent themselves. To me, you're wasting your time. Not only that, it's about the dissemination of information, right? Well, how is it helpful if your channel gains no traction because you're constantly having to re-upload your videos, or you're constantly having to change your channel name or reinvent yourself? You're wasting your time. You're not only wasting the time of your subs, but you're preventing the dissemination of information. If it's so important, just use a euphemism. Title it differently. Dance around the subject. People will understand. And they will get what you're talking about. Because we know that this censorship exists. You know, don't perpetually complain, YouTube is censoring my video. Look, I had to get another channel because they shut me down. Well, be smart about it. It's one thing altogether if you have 70K subs and suddenly you're gone for no explanation whatsoever. But it's another thing when you're purposely titling your videos in a way that you know is going to be controversial. And it's another thing altogether if you're using an avatar that is going to piss the YouTube nerds off. So come on. Let's be smart about it. Let's adapt to the game that they're playing. And let's keep it on. Eventually, It should be your goal to get off this fucking platform altogether. Social media is a definite cancer, and they are trying to control and mold society in the way they see fit. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.